Are we live?
Are we streaming?
That'd be hilarious. If we are live right now, we are trying to set up our green screen live. Can you go to our channel and see if there's anything going on? I don't think we... Yeah, we're streaming.
Why isn't it
Right?
popping up here, though? I mean, where should it be here? Oh, yeah, we are. Cool.
Okay. All right. First time for everything.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, mic's on.
It seems like we got...
Won't notice that in this.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Hi, guys. Really appreciate everyone's patience with us.
You
Are
want
comments
that?
going to show up on there?
No.
And we need to, like,
I can
expand
set it
the
up.
thing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Almost there. Dan, why don't you go ahead and intro?
Sure.
Then we need to like expand.
I'm going to mute our live stream here. Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Dan.
And I am Holt.
Welcome to our second live stream. Working out the green screen issue, so thanks for everyone's patience. We're getting it, though.
Yeah, I think we've got it.
Yeah. Great. So it's actually been...
I'm super pumped. It
Yeah,
looks
this is great. Cool. So it's been 2 weeks since we filmed, which is far too long.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem
So
like it.
much has happened.
So much baseball. I'm removing my wallet. Oh, I wore a hat today. I'd like to go get that.
Okay. I'll continue.
Yeah. What's up, douche canoe?
For those that have, cool. Yeah, glad you made it to this one. So it was sort of a big deal. The Cardinals conceded the NLCS. They opted not to play any of the games,
Yeah, we've never seen this.
which was a really unusual strategy,
Interesting.
but I think worked out best for everybody.
it's interesting to play a full 162 and then just go ahead and forfeit the
The remainder.
championship series. Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations. Holt gave himself like 6 minutes to figure this out, and he did it.
Yeah, it was. I'm really impressed.
So it's great.
Does it sound okay, douche canoe? Can you hear us? And we have no idea what this looks like.
There is like a lag on mine. See? Okay.
But that doesn't matter because they don't
Yeah,
know that.
Right. Okay, so I'll stop looking at it.
Cool. He said it sounds
probably.
good. All right. So let's talk about baseball.
So for real, the Cardinals did play the Washington Nationals. It feels
they?
like forever. I mean, the uniforms were on people's bodies.
True.
They were all on the field together. It was not a pretty series.
Yeah.
Cardinals offense. I mean, the only people who believed that the Cardinals offense is what it was in Game 5 against the Braves are people who haven't watched them all year.
Right.
They are totally capable, and I mean, they proved it. They are totally capable of being no hit on any day
Yeah.
or any solid week.
It almost felt like they were no hit
Like every game. it
every
felt like it.
game. They had like no hitter through 6 or something.
Yeah, it did feel that way. In the decisive Game 4, we got down early. I want to say, I mean, it was legitimately a while ago. Flaherty allowed like 3 runs in the first inning, maybe,
Yeah.
or something. And
I think it might have been 4.
I texted you. I was like, we should just swing at everything. Like,
Yeah.
let's just swing and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because Matt Carpenter is famous for just like watching like the backwards K. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And like his, he walks a lot, which is great, but man, you got to swing the bat sometimes.
Yeah.
So it was not an impressive series by
There's
the Cardinals.
really not a whole lot to even
There's not a lot to talk about.
about from that series, other than the fact that
I would like to talk about the Juan Soto thing that we discussed last time.
oh, this is great. Yes,
So,
please. I really want to hear your.
So I wasn't aware of the Juan Soto,
It came up in our last episode. Just
like his
for all three of you who are.
his like style of taking a ball. I guess I don't even know how to describe this thing, but he does like. So you and Edward described it as a wiggle or something, but it's like a strong step to the pitcher, and then like a thing, and he like adjusts his cup. I think
It's aggressive. It's an
But
aggressive.
it's also like really weird.
yeah,
And there was a lot of
mostly annoying.
Yes, so I think that's an important word to use. There was a lot of like blowback on Nationals Twitter and stuff that was like, well, if you don't, you're just angry because he's so good. I want to be really clear. The wiggle doesn't make me angry.
Right.
It's annoying. And here's the analogy. It is the batting equivalent of Craig Kimbrell's stance.
Oh, you're right.
It's like, yeah, like it's inconsequential in the long run. It's silly.
The wiggle.
So I don't know. I guess it's fine. He's 20. Is he going to do that for the next 18 years in the major?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess he is.
That's going to be the reason why he has to retire early.
He's going to get really tired, I think.
He's gonna get injured doing the wiggle.
Yeah, on the wiggle. Miles Michaelis pitched pretty well against him in his game, and I think it was on I think he hit like a slow ground ball to somebody, and Michaelis looked at him and like grabbed his crotch.
Oh yeah, that was so.
It was a
awesome.
great moment.
Yeah, I think it was bases loaded. Did you say that?
You're right. It
bases
was. It was
loaded.
it
Yeah.
was a big moment.
This
So
is,
I want to be clear. It's not even an angry thing. It's just like why is this guy doing this thing?
Yeah,
every time.
for me, it got a little angry. It was just like, all right, like
Yeah.
that was a setup pitch. You don't need to celebrate. Like it's almost like he's bat flipping whenever he takes a pitch.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It
So
was weird.
let's talk a little bit. I kind of feel like let's just talk about what happened last night because it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Don't get to see that very often. In fact, I would love to know how many times we've seen someone walk off into the World Series. It happened.
I think it was one other time.
happened fairly recently. The San Francisco Giants,
You're right.
Ishikawa.
Yeah,
might
you're
have been
right.
against
It was a
that-
handful of times but it's like Ishikawa, and then it's like 1932, or
Exactly. That's what I expected.
So that was 2014,
yeah.
and yeah, it was a huge deal. So everybody has seen it. All three of you guys have watched the replays by now.
Nice. We're up to 3. This is good.
But Altuve hit a walk-off in the 10th.
Yep. He got himself a breaking pitch that really wasn't, not taking anything away from anyone, but it was not a great pitch. It was a breaking pitch that Chapman, I'm sure will say he left
hung a
up.
little bit, right?
Yeah.
And he thought it was hilarious.
He did. I am not a big Chapman fan, but I kind of thought his reaction to this was like endearing. Like he's stood on the mound. And
I think to
just,
say I'm not a Chapman
smiling.
fan is a pretty
Undersell.
Yeah. Last night was sort of fulfilling for a lot of ways. There were comeback home runs by the Yankees. There was good pitching.
What a year from DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah. But what the takeaway is that two of the true monsters who play in Major League Baseball gave up
That's true.
home runs. Ozuna and Chapman. And people were actually pleased to see it. And I mean, that's great for whatever it is, I guess.
Did you see Altuve's post game?
I did not.
I died several times last
Yeah.
night. I believe it. I did too, and I'm, not even. I
I
didn't
love
have a dog
watching
in the fight.
postseason baseball as an observer.
And like,
it's so great.
I feel like
It really
I'm
is.
the most excited about the World Series I've been in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean,
Every
but watching between two teams, like it starts in like the 6th or 7th inning. The fans start to like cheer every strike
Right.
like it's just the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it honestly kind of turns into a slightly different sport
Yes.
in the this time of year.
And a big building off of that, we had 14 pitchers last night report into the game. Do you have any? So a lot of people hate it. Do you have any thoughts or like? What's your take on 14 pitchers being used in what was only a 10-inning game? It's extra innings, but it wasn't like.
Last night?
Yeah,
Was that in the 10th?
I think so, wasn't it?
No, I think it was 9th. I'm sure that Dushkin, who knows, but I'm pretty sure it was regular. It was a 9-inning game.
okay.
Like, I think all that
Oh,
happened
you're
in 9th
right.
inning.
Yeah, you're right. For some reason, I
LeMahieu
was
hit
giving him an inning in between.
Yeah.
You're right, though. Sorry, guys. Bottom of the ninth. Sorry,
Damn.
you guys. I watched it. I really did.
It's been a long weekend. Bottom of the 9th. Thank you. Thanks, douche. So, I was going to say, I want to answer your question. Well,
Great.
I'll answer your question first.
Great. Thanks, man.
Earlier, I did mention Altuve's post-game, and you just totally cut me off. But I'll go ahead and answer your question.
Great.
So, it doesn't bug me. I think it's just two managers doing everything they possibly can to win a baseball game.
Yeah.
And I think it's what makes the postseason so good. If we
Yeah.
start doing that in mid-June,
It's good. So, to be clear, Holt and I did not discuss this ahead of time, but he has the appropriate take on this.
right? Yeah, if we're
It's
making
terrible baseball in the middle of the season.
right?
But yeah, I don't know. Like, if you wanted that game to be much different, I don't know what to tell you.
Because there's so many ways to look at it too. I'm glad that we're talking about this. For the Astros, you have Garrett Cole, who did I say that right?
Garrett Cole?
Yeah, sorry, I got worried that I said his first name wrong. Who is arguably the best pitcher in baseball right now.
Yes.
So you have him lined up for 4 viewers. This is awesome. You have him lined up for Game 7, so you're feeling pretty good, no matter what happens at Game 6.
Right.
But
anything
no
can
one-
happen in a game.
Exactly. No one wants
Because
to play.
baseball's so weird.
No one wants to play Game 7, even if you have Garrett Cole pitching and the entire Yankees lineup is wearing a blindfold.
Yeah.
You just don't want to play Game 7. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
So, that said, I think you do everything you can to win the game you're playing.
Yeah.
And now, as we mentioned earlier today, we can continue talking about the Astros-Yankees if we want. But Game 1 of the 2019 World Series is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm
as
assuming-
is Game 2 and Game 3.
Right.
It's all so
I know.
good.
It's going to be
the
really...
baseball is good, guys.
So let's just go ahead and dive into the World Series. Game 1, I'm assuming, is going to be Garrett Cole.
It's announced. It's Cole Scherzer.
Okay, Cole Scherzer. Yeah, that's what I was
Which
going
is
for.
Unreal.
Which is just going to be ridiculous. And I think the Astros, I think it goes the Astros' way. Because Scherzer's got a little bit of Kershaw in his giddy up in the postseason.
yeah.
But he is going to be,
So intense.
I cannot wait to just watch him. No matter how he performs, he's going to be like bleeding. He's probably just going to be bleeding. Like,
time.
he's just going to make himself bleed out of
Did
his
you
face.
see the video of him clapping in the dugout of Cardinals Game 4?
So we're trying to. The live stream thing is new, and the text right now on our comments is real small. So
We'll figure it out. Yankees wore blindfolds in Game 4.
good point. So you never know; they could have done it again in Game 7.
But there's this video of Scherzer, and I forget what moment it was. Something good happened for the Nationals, obviously, and he's clapping, and he's just like, and it's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, and
Like, I can't believe people stand around him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know what I would do around
in
somebody
Game
like
5 against the Dodgers, he was just lobbying. You could see it, like the whole game. He was just lobbying to Dave Martinez, like, put me in, put me in, put me
Yeah.
in. And then, like, did you see him sprint out of the bullpen when they won?
I didn't.
Oh my God.
Oh, I saw all the other bullpen guys like waited for it.
Yeah, and he
I
ran
did
like
see that.
2,000 miles an hour to the
Yeah.
celebration.
He's great. Yep, terrified of Kershaw, says Douche Canoe. Run through the training facility and shave. We share. Okay, that's different than shave.
Yeah. And just tear heads off.
Yeah. Everything
No,
he does.
I know. He's. I agree with that. He's a freak in like sort of the best possible way.
Yeah.
And I think that so I think the Astros are going to win this World Series.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So I think that the Nationals are the right team to face the Astros after all this. Like, I would have never guessed it. You can go back and look. I don't even think I had the Nationals in the playoffs, but no, I did. I had them win the division, but that's fine.
They didn't do that.
Yeah, I know. But I think after all this, the Nationals are the best team to face the Astros because of the Nationals pitching. But I think that the Nationals just don't have the offensive firepower to hang with the Astros, even with their pitching.
The Astros are just crazy. Like, they were winning that game last night. Most of the game was 4-2. They got right until the ninth. And the whole time, it never felt in doubt, you know? Like, the Yankees loaded the bases a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's just like, the Astros are just so good that there's, like, no concern, you know?
Right. Someone's going to
Like,
step
of
up.
course Altuve hit the home run.
Right. He's the man. He's just the man. It's impossible to deny it. They've got a few guys on there that's sort of like, yeah, he's good, but is he the man?
Yeah.
What's up, Chris? We got another Cardinals fan on here.
Oh, cool. Hey, Chris.
Howie Kendrick just... Sorry, it's so small.
And Jackie Bradley Jr.'s Us, I'm Out. I mean, Howie Kendrick...
No, that's not going to happen. Lightning in a bottle.
Howie Kendrick is good.
For context, we have... Or I guess you guys can see the comments. Howie Kendrick is...
He was the NLCS MVP. Let's give him his due.
Yeah, it's fine. He's a great player. I loved him. But,
He has similar stats to Altuve over the last 3 years, but like 1,000 less at bats.
oh, and they'll probably DH him because his defense is atrocious.
Yeah. So,
He made like 43 errors in the Dodgers National Series.
so one of the interesting, the DH and pitcher batting,
Cheers, we got 6 viewers.
cheers, is the DH and pitcher's batting is interesting. So the Nationals have Kendrick to stick it on DH, and then that keeps Ryan Zimmerman at first base.
We got to go Dodgers in there.
Okay, great.
Sorry, go ahead.
The Astros have Jordan Alvarez, who had a terrible ALCS, but is still talented, who will DH. But,
I believe it's Jordan.
okay. I've heard otherwise, but I don't know.
Dan's not really feeling it tonight.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks,
you,
Justin Papelbon.
What's up, Justin?
But do you know who's starting Game 3 for the Houston Astros?
Zach Greinke.
And batting ninth for the Houston Astros?
He can hit.
Zach Greinke gets to hit again. The
Yeah.
worst thing, a bad thing that happened this year is that Zach Greinke went to the American League, and so he didn't get
Right.
to bat anymore. And he's both good and cool
Yeah.
when he bats.
He hits,
He
he
takes great
bat
pride
flips.
in it. Yeah.
He
I
bat
would
flips on
love-
like singles. It's
I would
awesome.
love a Zach Greinke like batting moment
in the World Series.
in the World Series.
I think I would
it'd
too.
be so cool.
He's had a kind of a tough postseason.
He has.
I wouldn't mind seeing that change.
So I also think the Astros handle the Nationals pretty solidly, like maybe 5 games, but that like the scores are going to be close, but it's never going to feel like the Nationals have a shot. You know, I was actually similar. Like, I think the Dodgers World Series last year was similar. Like, you guys didn't get obliterated, but it just never felt like you guys were actually going to win.
When Puig hit that home run, that was the best moment of the World Series.
So I think it's going to be sort of like that. Like, Yeah, it's like fun or whatever, but yeah. So Greinke got to hit against the Brewers in interleague play. Yeah, he loves to hit. He was bummed because he wants to get to like 15 career stolen bases or something, and he's at 12, and now he thinks he probably doesn't have a shot anymore. I think that was his quote.
I feel like he's got it. Oh,
not if he doesn't bat anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking about that part.
So Zach Greinke is
So
cool.
you think
That'll
he's
be
gonna
fun
win
to
the
keep
World
track on. The Astros are going to win the World Series.
And how many games?
I'm gonna go 5. I think
Whoa.
they probably steal a
Quick work.
Scherzer or Strasburg game. I mean, God, Cole's not going to lose to Scherzer. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think it's Astros in 6.
You're going to go 6? Yeah. I don't know.
But I also thought that the Cardinals were going to win.
Yeah, we both felt pretty good about the
Um,
So this is actually an interesting thing. There's lots of talk about like momentum and like the Nationals have had like almost a week off now. You know, there's lots of stuff. But like there's also been studies and all this that like that stuff doesn't really matter. The best team wins.
So I've got a rebuttal there. Based on this show alone, Astros in 5.
Yeah.
That sounds good. What do you think, douche? To be clear, that's not you, Justin. Okay, so I think...
Hello, Mother, the only YouTube live streaming show that's on a first name basis with all of our viewers.
Exactly. I agree with the 5, 6, or 5. I think the only team in the world that it helps is this Washington Nationals team.
Yeah, because it allows
Because
maybe
they rely
Scherzer.
so much on 3 starters.
Yeah, so
that-
maybe Scherzer comes out of the bullpen in Game 3 again, or
Right.
whatever.
But I just think there's no way the Nationals win this because if it is a long series, then they're going to be burnt out by the end of it.
Douche Canoe's got 5.
5. Okay. I'm going to stick with 6, but, you guys are probably right. But yeah, so I think the time off is actually really good for the Nationals because they rely so much on 3 arms. But even if they were to steal a game or 2 from the Astros, it just feeds into this problem of like they don't have enough arms.
Right.
Their bullpen is really bad.
Yes, it is. There are some funny things that could happen in this World Series. If the Nationals do manage to win, every member of the 2010 Detroit Tigers rotation will have won a World Series with another team. Because it would give
Whoa.
Scherzer, Sanchez, Verlander, Price, and there's another one. All
What a crazy rotation that
World
was.
Series. I know. And they didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did some things.
2014. God, that was just a few years. Oh, that's not even that long ago.
Yeah, we were just talking about the 2014 playoffs.
That's wild.
It is wild. See if we can get
Life
this.
comes at you fast, Detroit Tiger
See
fans,
if we can
right?
get this live stream up to 7. What do you say?
Actually, that's so. There's some other interesting Tigers things. The Nationals and Tigers were.
Fister.
Oh, Fister was it? Okay, cool. The Nationals and Tigers
5 years did it in my
were
head.
tied for last place in the major leagues on like June 1st or whatever. The Nationals were
That's
so
wild.
bad.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
yeah, they had that start. That
We
was
had
like
totally written them
30
off.
Yeah.
And the Tigers ended up with 114 losses, and the Nationals ended up in the World Series. And there's a point where they had the same record.
Yeah,
That's wild.
that is wild. I think it's important to note that we do have a viewer watching right now that was able to compute
The difference.
the difference in. I mean, I don't even know how to say it. We've got some smart people watching this show.
Calendar decade without reaching a World Series for the first time in 100 years.
Whoa. That's a crazy stat.
And between like 1920 and 2010, they appeared in like half of the World Series. They were crazy for so long.
Yeah.
There were decades where they were in like 6 or 8 of the World Series,
Right.
So that's crazy. The Yankees are an interesting team going into the offseason.
They're probably, I would assume they're the front runner for picking up Garrett Cole.
Maybe, but like everybody, Cashman is acting like he can't really spend money. They've got like Didi's a free agent and has played terribly, but was also
Right.
their starting shortstop. Gary Sanchez is so bad at defense.
Yeah.
I mean, the pass ball he had last night that ended up allowing a run was just terrible.
Right.
That was ahead of the 3-run home run, wasn't it? You weren't
I
watching
wasn't
at that
able to
point.
watch the game last night. I watched the 9th inning,
right.
which worked out well for me.
I think that's right. It was a terrible pass ball. Totally inexcusable.
Yeah. Actually, it's true. The
Astros have bounced
the
them
Astros
3
have
times.
been instrumental in the Yankees' demise lately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, good for them.
All right, Astros in 5.
Yeah.
Astros in 6. Justin's got Astros in 5. So would anyone check this out during a World Series game? So the last time we live streamed, we had a
Yeah.
ALCS game on, and we were just kind of talking alongside it. It was fun, but if I were a fan, I would not be interested in watching alongside a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I kind of want to do this again before the World Series is over.
I do too.
So maybe we'll just do it, and whoever joins.
Hopefully 5
joins.
of you will join us again.
Yeah, maybe we'll get 5. If we get less, then it's not going to be a whole lot more sad than this.
We need to talk about Michael Brantley's play.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. Have they done the odds on that yet?
I never caught any of them. I'm not sure. But an amazing diving play.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge was running off of first from contact and got doubled off. It was on the 13th anniversary. I think that year is right.
Oh, of
15th
the-
anniversary
of the
of
Mets?
Andy Chavez doing it to the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, that play.
Same day.
I remember where I was when I saw that
Yeah.
play. Same day.
Same day.
Wild.
Michael Brantley, who, by the way, to get just a little bit into baseball economics, anyone could have signed for 2 years and $32 million.
Yeah.
Has batted 3rd for the best team in the league and improved on defense to the point that he's able to make plays like that.
Made the biggest defensive play in the ALCS this year.
Yeah. I mean, of any postseason series in years.
Yeah.
It was huge.
It was huge. And, it's a play that you can't really place any blame on Aaron Judge for being where he was.
No, because he kind of had to be...
Yeah,
He had to get pretty close to second, because if he wasn't, he would have gotten thrown out at second.
exactly.
It was just a weird play. Douche Canoe says he would watch. Cool. That sounds worth it right there.
I think that's totally worth it. All right, well, I guess check our Twitter account, and we'll give you guys a heads up.
Yeah.
It won't
At
be.
Half
It will
Mental
not be
BB.
game 1 or 2 because I've got a crazy
Yeah.
week. So maybe games 3, 4, or 5.
We'll figure it out.
5 if necessary, I guess.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
It feels like that's about it. Biggest victory, obviously, Altuve's walk-off home run. Second biggest victory was figuring out how to live green screen or chroma key in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm really excited about it. Feels like we're probably going to have to get a bigger computer to
Figure this out somehow.
hold all the volume of viewers we have.
We'll look into servers.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about computers.
Sick green screen, mega legit. Yeah, cool. Thank you. All right,
Hey,
guys.
We have at most 7 more baseball games left this year, guys.
Yeah.
Don't take this for granted.
Life is too short.
Yeah. Watch baseball while you can. Cheers.
Life is too short. Open caskets suck.
Okay. Hadn't hit stop yet, Holt.